What's up, ladies and gentlemen? I said I'd be more on time with my host, I guess. Yes, that's what I wanted to say. I've recorded this thing 3 times. Um, so a couple months ago, I did a video on how to set up a tank for a small turtle. As you can see, there's Albert. I'm not going to pick him up because I picked him up earlier and he bit me. But, yeah, this is how you set him up. You got minnows, and they're always hiding in that little cave. So we're not going to get them out. But he's got some cover, filter, UVB, heat. But today we're going to be doing a video on how to set up for a medium-sized turtle. So let's get started. Okay, you're going to want a basking platform. Most turtles that get this big are generally going to bask because it's around sliders, cooters, stuff like that. So you're going to want to have a basking spot, and you want UVB and heat over the basking spot because from what I've heard, I don't know if this is 100% true, but UVB does not go through the water as well as it does just directly hitting it, which kind of makes sense. So just put UVB over their hot spot, or their basking platform. I don't have one of those things that goes over the entire tank because they're like $100, so I don't have that kind of money. So he just goes up there and basks, or he sits underneath it where he still gets UVB. And for tank size, for turtles up to, I'd say 8 inches, you can. So a 5-inch turtle needs to probably go into 55. That's my minimum. The lowest I would go actually would be a 40. But that would be temporary. You do not want to keep them in a 40. So this is a 60. So the lowest I would go, the best outcome for a 5-inch turtle is a 55, which is over here. This is just regular 55 gallon. It has my pet Jewel. If y'all watched my last video, you know Bluey died. Pretty sure Jewel murdered him, but it's not by negative. See, stuck. Doo. No, I think he's just being dumb. Yeah. Okay, so 55 gallon tank minimum for 5-inch turtle, 8-inch turtle, 75 gallons, so on. Okay. For substrate, I would suggest either bigger rocks so that way they can't eat them, so a rock about that big. Just make it sure it's bigger than their head or their mouth, really. I'd make it bigger than their head just to be safe. Or do sand like I do. They generally don't eat sand. He did for a while. That's just because he's dumb. Like I said. I don't know why he ate sand, but he did. So, he's not impacted. He still passes food very, very easily. Trust me. The amount of times I have to do water changes on this tank tells me he passes food. But you want to keep it around 80 degrees. I don't have the back of my thermometer. So let me pause this and put the battery in, and I'll show y'all what degree I keep it. So it is 78 degrees in his tank. You want, when they're younger, you want to keep it 75 to 80. When they get older, and this is just for redder sliders, I don't know that much about others, but for redder sliders, I'd put it 75 to 80 is younger. So it's 76 now, but the water changes very quickly because I stuck my hand in it, and yeah, they're 78. I don't know, the thermometer's weird, but that's how hot I keep my tank. Put y'all back down and take the battery out. And for decorations, I've put this piece of driftwood in there for him to just kind of swim around and climb on, but it kept floating to the surface, and this piece over here ended up getting mold on it, which I do not like in my tanks. Pretty sure no one does. So I probably won't put any of that in, or I'll probably get some actual driftwood. But so just driftwood. As you can see, I have a castle in here it was for the fish when I first got them. I had put fish in here thinking they would survive. They didn't. But he uses it to kind of climb up to the surface, all that stuff. And that's really all it takes. Like, you have to have a filter, of course. I have a heavy filtration on here because you want to have heavy filtration for turtles in general. Like, that's probably 20 gallons of water, and I have a 30-gallon filter on it. But this is 100 gallons for 60 gallons of water. So, you see, you can pretty much, this will work. This works really well. I've never had any troubles with it. It keeps the water clean, as you can see. I'm probably going to have to clean it soon, but I will definitely, once that's, I'm using that for his probably, he'll either get a 100-gallon or he'll go in the pond. He might be the first one that goes in the turtle pool pond. And then I'll quarantine fish, quarantine other turtles that I catch out in the wild, like other reddish sliders that are wild. Quarantine them, get all the parasites out if they have any, and then put them in with him, and then we can have a bunch of reddish slider pond, and it'll help the ecosystem, all that stuff. But that filter will probably either stay on this tank, because I'll probably use this for more monster fish, because as you know, I'm getting that really big pool pond that's 871 gallons. It's that wide. It's 9 feet 10 inches long and 26 inches tall. And right now I'm planning on getting an silver arowana, clown ghost knife, and tiger shovel nose for now. Red-tailed catfish need over 1,000 gallons, and I just can't support that. So I'm not going to be getting any of those. So tell me anything else you want me to get or you think would be cool, and I'll consider it. Thanks for watching. Please have a nice day. Peace.